climbing in Arizona, about 4,000 just last year.
And across the state, 300 officers have been trained and certified to spot when someone is high. But is that training flawed?
ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasius has found situations where these officers have arrested someone who's sober.
Both these drivers say they were exhausted. One had speech problems, the other anxiety problems. And specially trained drug officers mistook their behaviors for being high. It was the end of a holiday weekend.
Labor Day week, Monday.
Red and blue lights appeared in Jim Brongo's rearview mirror. It was a Phoenix police officer.
He was saying something, you were leaving. I said, well, I'm coming home from working from another shift. I had a double shift today.
A second officer also showed up. This one was a specially trained drug recognition expert, a DRE.
They kept asking, what medication you taking? I said, I don't take no medication. But they didn't want to, I guess, hear it.
Ariel Berry told ABC 15 a similar story when a different Phoenix drug recognition expert arrested her in July.
He kept repeating to me over and over again, are you on pills? Are you doing illicit drugs? I don't believe you. As though I was going to suddenly change my answer.
The officers noted evidence in their reports. Berry repeatedly said she was tired and anxious, also knocked over her purse and bungled the field sobriety tests. 63-year-old Jim also had difficulty completing field sobriety tests, especially balancing.
My leg was wobbling because, I had a long day.
The officer also said Jim had bloodshot, watery eyes and slurred speech.
What do you think about the evidence that they had against you at the time they arrested you?
I just couldn't believe it.
In both cases, the drug recognition experts made the arrests based on roadside observations, but without a confession, finding any actual drugs or toxicology test results. The DREs also never completed the full 12-step drug exam that they're trained to do.
I was falsely accused, yes.
According to the police report, Jim Brongo did not wish to complete the DRE evaluation after his arrest. A Phoenix police spokesman said that stopped the officers from gathering other information, which could prove to be exculpatory. A blood test would prove who was right and wrong. But Jim would not get those results for 7 weeks.
It's been very frustrating. I lost a lot of nights sleeping.
In the meantime, the officer issued criminal charges for DUI drugs, and Jim hired a lawyer paying a $3,000 retainer.
Right now, it's nearly 20% of our practice is DUI drugs.
Craig Rosenstein's law firm represents Jim. He says a number of those clients have been sober, and he questions the reliability of the DRE training.
DRE is pseudoscience. It's used to bolster officers when they have a hunch.
Rosenstein chalks up the mistaken arrests to both pressure to meet DUI arrest goals and confirmation bias.
Officers are being regularly told now that 30% of drivers are on some medication that could cause impairment. So the rose-colored glasses through which they're seeing the world is that they're almost surprised when people aren't impaired.
When the blood test results came back for both Ariel and Jim, they showed negative for all drugs, and the charges were dropped. But these two will still have DUI arrests on their records.
To have the results come back as negative and then to say, oh, sorry, whoops, without so much as an apology, that's traumatizing, that hurts. And I think it creates more of the divide that we're looking to heal between the community and law enforcement.
I asked Phoenix police and the city prosecutor, why don't they just wait to file charges in cases like Brongo's until those blood test results come back? The city prosecutor sent a statement saying police do not have to wait as long as there's other probable cause, and that the city prosecutor goes a long way to ensure that people are not wrongly prosecuted. In Phoenix, I'm investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15 Arizona.